Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And able to get this out to the 25. They will start this drive with 4. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Again, they turn to Ford. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. If you look at this Browns defense, they played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. That's good. We're on the
Players love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Goff now looks to throw. No short pass here taken in by Laporta. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff throwing again. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Boy, shifts past him. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. The Lions had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Gall. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. That point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second and a couple.
Come on. Hey. Hot 70, hot 70.
Now Sanders. This one caught right over the 6. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They run with Ford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Sanders. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles. Hurt. Go.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And with the out of bounds, able to get it up past the 45. Off to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Goff. He gets us out way to Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. There's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hands, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Throwing, Sanders. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taken in at the 11. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now gone. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lane's definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is Ford. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? That's going to be caught by Judy. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Sanders. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. And his throw here is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little more momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
180.
Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 14 yards that time for number 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to look that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go.
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Sanders. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Come on.
Sanders to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll throw it incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Sanders going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Sanders took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one,
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to saw one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. To throw now, here's Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Sanders pass.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Sanders. Come back round, the pass complete to Beckham. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
I think trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. To throw is Sanders. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
To throw is gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. Right side to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down, went his way and worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, left, I play.
Montgomery back to the ground. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3rd down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Over the middle, he's got to slide. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Flushed out right. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Browns 13. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Marking 18.
Here's Sanders. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 in a first down. Throwing, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Browns.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
He's got him in, complete. And finally taken down at the 34. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The pick your me click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time.